You're kind of. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. We have such a special Cinco de Mayo for you guys in a Wellness Wednesday. We are going to be cooking my favorite food, which is Mexican, but it's going to be vegan. So you're in for a treat. I promise you're in for a treat. I have to say, Crystal's the one that's doing all the hard work. I've just been sniffing everything. It smells so good in here already, you guys. It's absolutely amazing how good it smells in here. I walked in and all of the all of the spices and stuff. I'm like, woohoo! So we got pictures we're going to share with you guys. We have just a recipe that we're going to share with you guys, and you're going to absolutely, hopefully, love this whole day. Yeah. So hi, Crystal.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah. So can you do me a favor? Please tell me who you are.
All right. I am a natural health and herb specialist and a holistic health coach. And we do Wellness Wednesdays because, let's start back with what I started with. The whole reason I got into this with natural health is because I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, a debilitating disease. And I was sick and was in the hospital, admitted, and all these things. And the doctor said, if I was any older, I probably would have died. And it was just that bad. And so they told me I should be on, like medications and also a form of chemo. And I said, that's not an option. So I was 18 at the time. And so I found a natural, holistic, a naturopathic doctor. And now that we're good friends and colleagues now, but she showed me herbs, she showed me nutrition, a different way of lifestyle. And from that point on, I healed my body. And here I am today with what doctor said I couldn't heal, but I'd had for the rest of my life, but I do not, so there's other options out there. And this is a good option for me.
Absolutely.
So we want to just spread the good health and positivity, love, and light.
Yeah. And me personally, I'm trying to turn back the hands of time, because there are things that's going on in my body that I know I can get rid of if I just eat right, exercise, drink a lot of water, and listen to Crystal. All right, you guys. So we are about to start telling you guys everything that we did. Like Saturday, we went to a vegan pop-up is what they call it. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, you're talking about the food. So good. Yeah. I even took a friend of mine who is a culinary graduate. Like he went to school, and I had to tell him he wasn't eating meat. So that was pretty cool.
That good. It is that good. Like you don't miss anything. Like it feels like you're eating what you've always grown up with.
And what I was surprised about, you guys, was how filling it was. Mm-hmm. I thought that I was going to be lacking, and I wasn't. And on top of it, though, it was Mexican food. So it was chock full of flavor and texture. And I am a texture person. I crave texture more than I do the actual food sometimes. So if you're that kind of person, the vegan pop-up was amazing. It really was.
It's so good. It's got, like you said, packed full of flavors. Ooh, there's different, like textures in it. I mean, it's just a big punch in your mouth.
Absolutely.
And it's just like full of flavor. It's amazing.
It was absolutely just, it was good. All right, so let's get started.
All right, so today we are actually going to be making, I'm making tofu, like taco meat, basically. So we're making tofu. And I have a blend of spices here that I use. I make it up myself. It's chili powder, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. There's cilantro in it, a little bit of oregano. There's cumin, there's coriander, some Himalayan sea salt, and there's black pepper in it. And it's a lot just for like one block of tofu. Let me show you guys what the tofu looks like.
So this is what it looks like.
Yep.
It almost looks like, what did I say? Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
It almost looks like cauliflower. Okay. So that's what it looks like.
I just broke it up, like ground meat, And so I'm just going to go ahead and throw all the seasoning in there. It's a lot.
And this is what it looks like when it's in the package. Okay, so she opened it up because she drained it of all the liquid. And so it's a block, you guys.
Yep.
It's an actual block.
And this is non-GMO, you know, it's.
Yeah.
Because when you do use soy, tofu, any form of soy, you want to make sure that it's non-GMO for sure, because everything is basically GMO if it's not, or make sure it's organic or something.
And we have our hair up, you guys, so that we don't get hair in all our food. So.
And then a little secret thing, you can use gluten-free soy sauce, but I use liquid aminos, Brad's liquid aminos, and there's about 2 tablespoons in here, and I put that in with the tofu. For some reason, this kind of just gives it that meat flavor, you know, like regular like ground beef flavor. So I just kind of throw that in there, and then I'm gonna come over here towards the stove, and I'm gonna light the stuff. I should have the pan already going, but that's all right. It'll happen quickly. Get it on high, and we want to put. Tofu does not have any oil in it, so I use avocado oil, and I'm gonna make sure that the pan has quite a bit of oil to make up for that lack of fat, because this is not animal.
Good point. Good point. Since it's not animal meat, there's not a lot of marbling in there, and so all that marbling is nothing but fat, and so that's why she's adding the extra oil. And it's avocado oil, by the way, which is very good to cook with. It also can, the high heat. Yeah,
it can withstand a higher heat. I do not cook with olive oil or extra virgin olive oil. I feel that it goes rancid way too quickly. And so I use avocado or grapeseed oil most of the time.
Actually, when my olive oil goes rancid, you guys, I use it on my hair as a conditioner.
Oh, really?
Yes, I really do.
You ever use coconut oil? Or?
I have never used coconut oil because I got all
right.
I got all that doggone olive oil.
right. I use a little bit of coconut oil in my hair to define the curls a little bit.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then I'm gonna have to try that.
And then I'm not putting anything like chemicals on it, you know, and I put a little bit of lavender essential oil in it, and just put like barely like half tea size, rub it in my hands.
See how she does? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about putting essential oil in my hair. I hadn't even thought about that.
Go ahead, put that in
All
there.
right, so you guys might be able to hear that. Already sounds good.
Yeah, and you're gonna do like a medium to medium high heat. Hope everybody can hear that.
Medium to medium high heat, you guys. And okay, so how do you know when it's done?
So you cook. I'll be turning this down a little later, but I want it to really, you know, start to get cooking. But the longer you cook it, it tightens up like meat.
Okay.
So kind of like you can do almost a medium, like medium low. It depends on how hot your stove gets, but just for a while. So this will be going for at least a good 15, 20 minutes, probably, depending on how fast it is. We'll see. Okay. Like I have to see what it looks like. But it'll start to tighten up. It'll get a little darker, like, you know, ground beef in a way.
Oh, wow.
And I might have to add a little more oil here and there. You know, and you don't want it to like stick or anything. So
I was gonna say her skillet is a non-stick skillet as well. But
so
if you were to use on top. If you were to use a cast iron skillet, it's to preheat your cast iron skillets are really good because it'll keep it from sticking as well. And then also she has the oil in there. And I also press it down to squeeze out the moisture because that's how it helps tighten up too when the moisture gets released a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's good tip. Let that cook there for a minute. So what else do we have prepared for us? So I think we're going to, I would like to actually, when would you like to get the onions and all the other like sides out to show them what we have? We can absolutely do that now. Did you want to show them like what it was before you cut everything up? Vegetables. Yeah. We can go ahead and show some. Right now. Might as well while that's cooking, you guys. Yep. So like I said, we went to the is it the mill? Yeah, the windmill. We went to the windmill. My mother-in-law there. Yeah. Here she is. Me and KATHEY. Yeah. And she's the inspiration for this entire show, you guys. And we'll have her on a later date where she'll have more time to share some things with us. But yeah, she's an amazing cook. So is the entire family, by the way. But that's Crystal Dominguez's mom-in-law. And then those are all of the vegetables and the lime that Crystal did before we cut them up. So.
Then also, we took a good picture of the lettuce that's right now. You can put the lettuce over. I have to show them how it comes. But this is butter lettuce.
Okay, so this right here is butter. It's look at this, you guys. First time I ever seen this. It's pretty awesome. This is organic live butter lettuce. It stays better because the root is still attached. You see that? And since it's still attached, it stays longer. It's because it's still living. And sometimes you can put water in there, it stays even more. So that is so amazing to me. This is my first time ever seeing it. And I believe she said she got it at Costco.
Yes, Costco.
I cannot wait because my butter lettuce goes pretty quickly because I'm not always eating something that needs to be wrapped. But today we're going to use wrap. And she's going to do a couple of the corn tortillas so that you can see that you can do both. But I'm going to do this because I haven't eaten corn in I don't know how long. But isn't that awesome? You can have live lettuce in your cotton picking refrigerator and it can stay longer. That is so cool.
Right?
All right, so I'm going to show it to you after we opened it up. Actually, after we opened it up, we opened it and then we put water. You know, we rinsed it, of course. But look at how big it got. Huge. See that? It's huge, you guys. That's why it's so important that it stays in the refrigerator on its root. And I'm going to show you the root. See that? So it's staying longer because it's living. It's pretty cool. Look at that. You know what? It doesn't take very much to fascinate me.
I love it. I love it.
So we basically went alkaline water, you guys, just so that it's good, clean water, not tap water, by the way. Because I don't do tap water when it comes to cooking. Because tap water just has its own little, stuff that we don't want in our water.
Right, like fluoride.
Yeah, chlorine and the whole spiel.
Yep.
You guys smell so good in here. I wish there was smell-o-vision, but there isn't. And if my head is cut off, it's because I have to compensate for Crystal's height.
Short people problems.
She's a whole foot shorter than me.
Short people.
But that's okay. It's okay. But yeah. So we rinse this and then we put it upside down in a bowl so that when the water just falls off, then it won't be so, wet when you're about to use it as a wrap.
Right.
But yeah, that is so interesting. I'm so glad you showed me that today. I'm going to Costco when I leave up out of here.
And then I didn't even say what I have over here. You can probably see the other camera. I'm going to take the lid off. I probably need to talk this way so everybody can hear me. But I have black beans over here. And I already put my seasonings. in it. There's cumin. There's a little bit of oregano. There's chili powder. There's onion, garlic. I can't remember.
Anything that you want to put in a Mexican meal or a Mexican seasoning will go in your black beans as well. And black beans is a good alternative for rice because rice is straight starch. And so this is.
Yeah, beans have fiber in it. Mm-hmm. They have more nutrition in it, of course. And
not that starchy too, but they have good parts of it.
Yeah, this is so good. It's great for vegetarians or vegans.
That's right. Yeah.
I have that going. But that's already seasoned up. These are black beans. Right now I'm just keeping it warm and covered because it's pretty much done. I'm going to turn the heat down on that just a little bit to medium.
So she's turning the heat down. So today we're going to have guacamole. The traditional kind, you guys. Not just guacamole like I know it to be, which is chunky. She's doing a smooth guacamole. And she's going to show you 2 ways to do your avocado. She showed me a way today that I thought was pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till she shows you guys. So we're going to have the black beans and then the guacamole and street tacos, but in a wrap for me, and she's gonna have corn tortillas. And let me just tell you this: some people need to gain weight, other people need to lose weight.
Right, right.
It's still a weight issue. So whenever people have to gain weight, they have to do something different, like a corn tortilla.
Mhm.
So we wanted to show you the difference. Now, Crystal has something to say about corn tortillas, like don't eat them every day. But go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, so corn, it's not a vegetable. It's a whole grain starch, mainly starch, and we can't really digest more than about a tablespoon of it daily, and it really messes with the bowels. We don't really want to. I'm not going to mention today what it does to the bowels, but it messes with the bowels, and it can cause constipation and stuff. That's about all I'm going to say on that. So we want to keep our inside green and clean, and corn is maybe an option you might want to do once a month. Like if you're like for me and my family, we probably have tacos every week. Okay, never fails. We have to have tacos every week. We all love tacos, street tacos, and traditional. And we were eating corn for a while, and I could see how it was messing with our stomach. It was messing with our gut. So I was like, we have to either switch to lettuce or flax tortillas that we make. Different things, lettuce wraps, stuff like that. But I said once a month is fine, but not every week. So if you're eating tacos every week, make sure that you're switching it up to like lettuce wraps or different.
And actually, I've always heard that corn is the hardest thing to digest. I've seen plenty of, I can see how that is. Corn seems to be very hard to digest. So just know that it is sticking to the walls of your insides, and it's hard for you to poop it out, which is why it causes constipation. But that's just the realness of it all, you guys. That's why we're here, is to tell you something that you may not know.
Yes.
So it's like glue on the inside.
Well, starch, for instance. Starch is in potatoes, and it's also in pasta a lot. So you wouldn't put your pasta down the sink, because then what would you have? You would have a clogged drain, wouldn't you, if you had that pasta sticking? Pasta, it not only sticks to the sides, but it expands, and then you have a clogged sink. So what do you think that does with your colon?
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Good point. And a good visual, by the way. That's a very good visual.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to show the avocado. I'm probably going to need to come to the camera a little like this, but I'm going to have to just like stand sideways so I can watch what I'm doing, being safe. But you come straight down the middle, and you can turn it around to get it even. I think I'm in there, right? And then you just split it apart. A lot of people just don't realize how easy it is to cut an avocado. Now I take my knife to get the seed out, and I kind of whack it a little bit, and I twist, and it comes right out. You can either, while it's in there, you can either do some slices. You can leave it like that, or you can do some chunks. You can crisscross it like that. Or we're going to leave one whole, because I'm going to show you that you can see it. You can literally just squeeze. If you're going to just put in guacamole, you can literally just squeeze, and it comes right out. You don't have to use a spoon or anything. But when I want the chunks or the slices, I'm going to use the spoon to dip it out. So just go around the sides and everything, and just scoop it out.
And it's already in the slices or the chunks that she's already done.
You can probably see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I'm getting really hungry, by the way. I'm just saying, all the food smells and everything going on. I'm getting really hungry.
So I'm going to throw this away, you guys. We keep a clean kitchen around here. And you can YouTube what you can do with the pit of the avocado, because you can grow avocado if you want. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just throw this away. But that was such a cool tip. I never squeezed it out like that. And I used to do cut avocados in my shakes all the time. So that would have been a good tip for me. I've been using spoons all that time.
All right. So it's been tightening up a little bit. It could probably do a little more. Lower and slower, and let it cook longer. That's how the tofu tightens up.
Okay.
And it releases that moisture out of it. We could even eat it like it is right now, or I could let it tighten up a little bit. But I'm going to do a taste test first, because I want to see where it's at.
So I'm going to ask Crystal, like, why is tofu a good substitute for meat? Explain it to me.
Well, my main reason for tofu, well, if you're trying to be vegan or vegetarian, it has a lot of protein in it, and it does have some fiber in it, and it's a plant-based protein. So it's a lot easier to digest. And I know some people have allergies with tofu, like soy allergies. So you might want to stick with more doing like a quinoa, black bean, taco meat or something. You can make something up with that. Use the same spices. Just get quinoa and black beans if you need to stay away from tofu. But I'm fine with tofu as long as it's non-GMO, organic. That's good for me.
Okay.
And it's easy to cook with. It's cheap. Like I can go to the brand I had. I can go there and it's under $2 a pound, or a block. It's like 14 ounces, I think. So it's about a pound. So yeah, but it's really good. I like using that. But yeah.
So you're saying that if you have a soy allergy, that you probably shouldn't do tofu.
Right.
Okay.
And then I also want to show this. I did make the guacamole already. We had it all ready and prepared to go. Yep. But I'm going to keep that covered so it's oxidized.
Yes, and lime is in there. That's going to help with the oxidation as well. So all that means is that it won't go brown.
Right.
So that's all that means. And if you've ever gotten any kind of guacamole and try to eat it the next day, yeah, it goes brown and you're like, ew, but it still tastes good if you stir it up. Put your own lime in when you get home, and then maybe they'll make it from getting brown again. So,
all right. I think that's good.
So if you could only smell it here, you would be like, oh my goodness. What else was I going to ask you? The tofu. Lettuce wrap. I love the lettuce wrap. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing the stuff over here so that you guys can see how all the key thing about cooking is preparation, you guys. Cutting up everything. In fact, that's the longest part of it, and it's arduous, and a lot of people might not like doing that, but it's very important because once you get your stuff going, it goes like that. So this is all right. Looks like green pepper, fresh jalapenos, which is a good thing. Well, let me bring this over a little bit. Fresh jalapenos, which is a good thing. And then this right here is green onions, which I love on absolutely everything practically. But we cut those up as well. So yeah, and then there's some lime right there. So you can squeeze it on your tacos, you guys. All right.
Use paper towels, lay our lettuce wraps on. Oh, and then I just made the tortillas real fast.
This right here is the cilantro, right?
Uh-huh.
This is, oh goodness, yes. This is cilantro. She cut it up already. And then this is some good old red onions. And if you could smell this, you would be like, oh, your mouth will be watering. All right. Now, I am going to bring the tomatoes over. And this is that cabbage?
Yeah, that is shredded cabbage.
All right. So I guess I wasn't here when she did that. Well, look at this, you guys. This is shredded cabbage. Yeah, it's really white on there, but it's actually a light green. The light is pretty amazing. So that's shredded lettuce. And then this is tomatoes. Just fresh tomatoes that she cut up. But actually, I am a cook and I wanted to help her so bad, but she wouldn't let me. And then the last thing we have is this the cheese, the vegan cheese?
Yep, that is the cotija.
All right, it's called cotija.
Vegan cheese. My mother-in-law is the one who made that. I can't remember what that one is made out of, but I'm sure it could be like cashews or macadamia nuts, something like that. Nutritional yeast could be in there. There could be lime in there. I'm not sure, but it's the way to make a vegan cashew cheese. And cotija is one of a more traditional Mexican cheese. But traditionally, they don't use cheese at all, but cotija is in it.
Yay! Okay, so That's what I was going to ask you about was nutritional yeast. So she just mentioned something about nutritional yeast, you guys. And every time we think about yeast, we think about it possibly in a negative light. But no, it could be very, very nutritious for you. And I'm going to have her explain that to you.
I'm getting the little mini tortillas put on the pan and heat them up a little bit to show you that what we do. Normally, you just sometimes if you have a gas stove, you can just throw it on the gas stove and like heat them up there, or you can put a little bit of oil in the pan and put the corn tortillas with the oil, and it helps them stay together better actually with the oil. Yep. Instead of falling apart when you have to.
This is what the tofu looks like afterwards. It looks like ground beef, you guys. It smells scrumptious. And yeah, you wouldn't be unhappy with this. Okay. All right. So do we have after you get through with that and tell us about the nutritional yeast, are there any other photos that you might want to show them?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, that's our table before I moved everything over. Yeah, and look at all those spices, you guys. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm so happy. Yeah, I need a gas stove, you guys. I think when I build my next house, hello, I think I am going to do gas. That's the lettuce. And again, we rinsed it with the alkaline water. That's us. That'd be us, you guys. And yeah. It smells, I know I keep saying that, but I can't help it. All right, so it is. I hope you guys are having lunch with us. Yeah, so one of the things that I have noticed that lime does, when you put lime on Mexican food, it seems to enhance all the flavor, not cover it up, not make it other than, it actually does give it a boost, which is why I think Budweiser puts lime in their beer, and why some chip companies put lime on it, because it just gives it a zest, I guess is what I want to say. Lemon's a little different, but lime is really, it really does make a difference when you put lime on the food. So instead of covering it up, you guys, with all kind of other sauces, just put, and you know what, it's also very, very, very nutritious. So the good thing about lime is what you were saying earlier.
Oh, so lime is known for anti-cancerous properties. And it has, I believe it has vitamin C, just like lemon has, more alkalizing. It has all kinds of good properties. It's good to put it in your water. If you don't like plain water, sometimes you want to infuse it with some little bit of citrus. You could do lemon, lime, anything like that. Yeah, lime. I love lime.
I love lemon water as well. So yeah, you guys can put lemon in your water, and it can be a very good thing for you. Okay, so tell us about nutritional yeast.
So nutritional yeast, I like it because it has that cheesy flavor. Ooh. And not only that, it gives you protein, fiber, and lots of B vitamins. It's known for its B complex vitamins, B12, all kinds of things. So it's like a super. Okay. And you can add it to soups. You can add it to your salad. You can add it to your, I make a vegan nacho cheese, and I add a lot of nutritional yeast. Yeah, you guys, and one day we're going to do a nothing but dessert show for you guys. All natural, all good desserts for you. I can't wait for that one. All right, so can I show them the sea moss? Absolutely. Yeah, it's right in the fridge on the top shelf. So I'm just going to go ahead and rinse the lettuce leaves a little bit better. Got a couple for us out. Ooh, this looks so pretty. So you guys, remember I told you that I had the sea moss? Well, I soaked it for over 24 hours in lime juice. And my little blender at home, it was crying at me. It was yelling at me. So I asked Crystal to please, because she
mix it up more. And I only use alkaline water, you guys. I don't use bottled water that doesn't have alkalinity in it. So I'll use that with I soaked it in the alkaline water, and I also added alkaline water to the jar when I handed it to her. So that we got 2 jars of sea moss. Yay! So she's going to tell you the healing properties of sea moss and why we're doing it. I'm doing it for my thyroid, but she's going to explain to you why.
Yes, so sea moss has about 92 minerals in it. It has good iodine in it, helps the thyroid, helps the hair, skin, and nails. It just makes your skin glowing. Our body is full of minerals, and we need to keep feeding it minerals. And sea moss has so many minerals compared to other things. So it's kind of like a superfood too. There's so many more benefits to it, but it can promote weight loss. It can help boost your immune system, all kinds of things. But yeah, with all those minerals in it, our body needs that to function at cellular level. So
absolutely. And I just want to show you, there are some options out there, you guys, for chips instead of corn tortillas or corn chips. So I just want you to know there's a black bean chip, there's a white bean chip, but I like black beans, so that's why I got that. So just to let you know, Simply Nature is from Aldi's. And I mean to tell you, if you're not going to Aldi's, you're sleeping on it.
Right. But yeah, and preferably if you're if you're wanting to, lose weight or eat cleaner, we would do the lettuce wraps, or find something. But it doesn't hurt, you can have your cheat day or cheat meal or whatever. And you can have those types of things once in a while. Don't deprive yourself. I'm always about, every once in a while in moderation.
And again, I'm a texture person, so sometimes I need to have that crunch.
Can't help it. All right. So let's build our tacos.
All right.
Traditionally, you just do like a corn tortilla. You have your it's not even ground meat. It's usually like steak, or you could possibly use chicken. And then you have your chopped onion and cilantro, and then you squeeze your lime on top. And that's like traditional. Everything else has been pretty much American. But we have all kinds of goodies here. The reason I pulled in, like, I have chopped tomatoes, we have guacamole, we have the shredded cabbage like Kathy was talking about earlier. I pulled all that in because the more vegetables, the better, I feel like, and, it's more filling, you get more fiber, nutrients, all kinds of stuff. So let's go and build.
And the beautiful thing about this, you guys, that everything here is raw except for
the tofu.
And the quantity. And nothing is, what do I want to call it? Already made, like everything.
Except for this, KATHEY. Like my hot sauce. That's already creamy. I just wanted some. Yeah.
And it's all right. That's okay. Because I'm a hot person too, But yeah, the corn tortillas and that. So just want you guys to know. And if you notice, her corn tortillas are not the huge ones.
Oh, yeah, they're really
tiny. They're the mini ones. Yeah. So that's the way you can also compromise. It's not having a huge taco thing, but have a small one, and you still get what you want to get out of it without depriving yourself, like you said.
Right.
So,
yeah. I think here, come on over here. Get closer. I won't bite. I won't.
All right.
I'm gonna have one of these, and I'm gonna have a lettuce one too.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, so we're gonna build.
I'm so excited. This is my happy dance. I'm like, I'm gonna get ready to eat.
So I'm making a mess because there's a hole.
It's okay. We'll eat it all. And what she doesn't eat, my dog will find, and he'll clean it up.
Right? So this right here is
that's like cotija,
which is the cheese, the vegan cheese. And actually, you guys, I'm gonna be more interested in that because I really don't want any dairy in my life other than butter. I'm not giving up my butter for anybody. I'm just saying.
Oh, and I'm gonna go get some black beans too over on the
that's right. So yes, my hands are clean, but we do have tongs here, so I'm gonna start using them like a big girl. All right, so let's put tongs here.
So I'm gonna do on my corn tortilla. I'm probably gonna do a traditional, like the traditional one with the onions and the cilantro, just to make myself. And then on the lettuce one, I'm probably gonna just load it up.
See how she does? I'm gonna go around here.
Yeah, go around me, don't they? And I'm to the side over here. I love cilantro. I will like load my stuff up there. And I love guacamole, and it's so good.
And I absolutely love onion, and more onion. I can do onion all day long. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do. I'm also a jalapeno girl. I love pickled and raw. I did bring my own pickle. You guys know the old ladies that have the hot sauce in their purses. That's gonna be me with jalapeno.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I need a little more. Oops. I'm like dumping cilantro on it like liquid gold. That's my hot sauce.
This smells so good.
It does smell
Oh my
good.
gosh, it does.
I'm telling you, I was getting hungry. I was thinking, I was like, we gotta eat some.
All right.
Show you my That's what I'm eating today. Happy Cinco de Mayo to
I know,
us.
right?
Looky there.
And I'm gonna get my black beans before I show you my plate. So excuse my head again.
And then I gotta do the lime. You gotta do the lime. Definitely.
So the meal was really good, though. I was so glad that I was able to take a friend of mine because he was so amazed at how amazing the food was. It filled him up, and he's close to 400 pounds, you guys. I was gonna do mine. So let me grab me a lime.
Right.
And then I'm gonna squeeze it. I put my guacamole on the actual taco.
I did on this wrap one.
Yeah, that's what I did. And then I'm squeezing the juice on here. And you know what? Sometimes you guys, for the limes are hard sometimes. So what you can do is you can soak it in hot water, or you can put it in a microwave for like 10 seconds or something real quick. And that way it will loosen up that, or rub them.
Yeah,
or just rub them.
I just put it on my cutting board and I just like roll it out until it's like ready. Are we ready to eat?
Yes.
I wish you guys could be here and taste this. I'm so ready to like just chow down, and I'm probably gonna eat you now.
I know, right? If you don't mind getting one for me, that'd be great. Thank you. Yay. All right, now, I don't know how I'm going to eat this.
Well, it's happening. It's what's happening right now.
It feels so big.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that's okay.
I got my beans inside of my tacos and lettuce wrap.
All right. So I thought cooking shows were just thing when stuff was good like this. This is amazing. You can eat like this and not even miss red meat. Amazing.
Heat.
Also, you guys, you can substitute it with chicken, fish, shrimp. Do the same thing with those things if you don't want to go all the way vegan.
Fish tacos. I usually get fish tacos when I'm on the coast, like California, Florida. I gotta be on the coast. It tastes so good when it's on the coast, fresh.
Yeah. The black beans are amazing.
Thank you.
And actually, you can build your taco with the black beans as well. It doesn't have to be on the side. So I hope we're not being rude in front of you, but Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
This is when the camera goes all quiet. And
no, actually, our audience should be applauding right now.
Happy dance. Okay. But no, this is inspired by my mother-in-law to me. I've been around my husband. How old were we? Like 17 when we first met, and I was first trying his mother's food and everything, and just over the years. And then I've always cooked in the kitchen with excuse me, my face might have chocolate stuff. I've always cooked in the kitchen with my grandmother since I can remember, like even at 3 years old, you know, like cooking, baking, everything. But when I met my husband, I just got opened up to a new culture, right? You know, and it was just authentic. And they cook more than just Mexican food, you guys. It is like everything, Asian, Italian, you name it. they're amazing. And anyways, but my mother-in-law, she's definitely my inspiration. And also, I really remember my husband's grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my mother-in-law's mother. She was such a good cook, and I loved what she made. Her homemade tortillas, everything. It was so good. Everything was just always from scratch, right? And I remember going over there for Christmas and eating. We eat tacos and like Mexican food on Christmas. That's what we usually do. That's our tradition. That's their tradition. And I just like adapted it. And I love it. And that's what we do. And I just remember her cooking. And so she's part of also, I would say, my inspiration. And I feel that his grandma Christina lives within all of them through their cooking. She's still here with us, I feel like.
She was a sweet lady, guys.
Yeah.
Very
I
sweet
miss
lady.
her. But yeah, that is definitely my inspiration. I'm getting a little teary on here. I'm sorry. But yeah.
She was special, you guys.
Yeah.
She really was. And there's a lot of her in Teresa. And so when we meet Teresa, you'll be able to, we'll expound on all that too. But yeah, it almost feel like I'm cheating, but to know that I'm not, it's even better. I told you one day I'm going to say that Crystal changed my life. She even saved my life. Mm-hmm. Part of it is all of this, you guys. I'm just saying it for real. I'm not even kidding. I'm 59 and I'm changing so much, which begs to let you know that it's never too late to start doing right by your body. Yeah. So don't let the time that's passed mess you up. Just start from this point forward. And you can do a lot. Yeah. You really can. And vegan, plant-based, vegetarian, that does not mean no flavor. Exactly. Okay, it means flavor. Put your flavor into it, just like you would your food you were eating before. Like, absolutely. We're flexitarians, we still eat meat. So sometimes I'll do to be honest, we'll use either ground chicken or ground turkey, and I'll do my same seasonings and I'll put it in that, and that's lighter than red meat. Eating cow, so it's lighter on your stomach, easier to digest. So if you're doing that, you could do something like that, and adding that liquid aminos, you have all your amino acids, there's a protein that I thought it was going to taste soy saucy. I really did. Like, I was like, okay, because I made some oh my God, teriyaki chicken the other night with the amino acids, and it was very soy saucy, which is not a problem for me. But that did not taste like it. It was really good. It brings like the meat flavor. Salt too. It was like a very salty salt. That means that you're not putting more salt in it, you guys. The more spice you add, the more herbs, the less salt you have to use. So just load it up with spices and herbs. It's good for you. And line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Exactly. Oh, by the way, do you guys like our all right. It is almost time to go, guys. Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to share you guys. We're coming up next week. We're gonna have Miss Dacia Moore. May is Mental Health Month, and it's amazing that she's going to be on. We booked her before we even realized that it was the Mental Health Month, but she's an amazing, amazing person, and she's going to be able to help us talk about our mental health. And she's a professional, which everybody has been that's been on our show, but but it's going to be pretty amazing what she has to tell us. And then the following week is going to be a yoga instructor. She's going to tell us, her name is Carla Mason, and she's going to tell us why yoga is healing to the body. She's also going to tell you about her own personal testimony, which is going to be amazing. We have a subscription program service that we would like for you guys to be subscribed to. So please, please, please go on our Facebook page and look it up. It is our website. Yes. Because you Natural Health Hub. I can go put that up on the screen. Right? You can get to it through the website, the subscription service that we have, and it gives you all the details on there instead of us telling you about it all the time. Just go in there and read. But yeah, you're going to really like all of the classes that is being conducted, and you're going to love all the information that we have on there. It's all for you guys. So just go on there. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Vibe of the Day. All right, you guys, happy Cinco de Mayo. And I hope you had a good time with us, because we certainly had a good time with you guys. All right. Bye. Somebody's calling.